Tomorrow's Sunday though, so I'm gonna put out a couple videos and see which one of them I like. I'm gonna piece them together. I'm not gonna collide them, but I know I'm gonna do it like that. I'm kind of excited about YouTube and doing vlogs because I like to speak. I like to have a voice, but I actually want to like kind of show off, you know, kind of my lifestyle. That's number one. So, I got a major decision that I'm about to make, and that's, do I want to stay in Atlanta or do I want to leave Atlanta? So I'm gonna give you guys my top five reasons why I want to leave Atlanta. Number one reason, um, financial burden, instability in Atlanta. It's one thing that you have to take care of yourself, but it's another one when you have to take care of the people around you. And the heaviness of taking people around you in Atlanta is very great. You know, you can't sad chase no one. You know what I mean? And if you got your bread right, you a target. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I say you can't sad chase no one or you a target, I, I'm I mean it in a genuine way. Like it seemed like, bruh, it's more bombs and homeless people in Atlanta than anybody else. When they say those people are the majority of Atlanta, they are the majority in Atlanta. The elite people in Atlanta, they doing elite things, like going to Hartsfield, even driving around Atlanta when they get ready, going to eat when they get ready, going shopping when they get ready. You gotta understand how good of a life that is in Atlanta, bro, and how many people are not doing that. So that's one of the main reasons why I want to leave Atlanta is because it will drain your social battery. So if you're not a social person, this is not a very good place to be. If you're really business minded, yes, there's opportunities here. It's brilliant opportunities here, but we're not talking about the plus. We're talking about the reason why I want to leave. It's the fact that these people try to stop your opportunities in Atlanta. Now, I came up with an analogy. The analogy is, you know, when I first went down bad in Atlanta. Now, when I first lost my first apartment, I slept in my car for a day. I said, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do to get some money. So I said, I'm gonna head back to mom's house. I went back to my mom's house. I went to work, blase blase. Couple years passed. I'm in college. I transferred back to Atlanta. I'm living on campus. I'm getting. When I first get to the school, it was very good. They had this lady that was working my books. She was actually fixing my books around. They fired this lady and replaced her with some dude. Now I ain't gonna give you the specifics of this dude, but you know what I'm saying, it felt a lot of things could seem conspiracy. You know what I mean, like a conspiracy, but I don't think things be that deep. You know what I mean? Because if a person, the one thing you learn about Atlanta fake people ain't gonna tell you how proud with you. Don't worry about that. If somebody don't like you, they ain't gonna tell you that to your face. You ain't got never worry about nobody coming up to you, man. I don't like you, man. But after that, Atlanta, now Atlanta got some HBCUs here. One of the HBCUs is Clark. I went there for like a semester, and the thing is about going to that school, bro. They what made me want to drop out and leave Atlanta. But I was like, I'm not gonna give up this time on Atlanta. This gonna be my second shot. And dude just messed my house and all the way up, and they charged me like 4 times. And that same pattern has just been repetitive in everything I do in Atlanta. Everywhere I go, I get charged all these fees. I get a storage unit, I'm getting charged. Fee, 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 fee. I get a hotel room, I'm getting charged. Fee, 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 fee. You go to the gas station, you have nothing but your card. You don't have cash. Guess what they say? Oh, it's a minimum fee. Everything has a fee on it. So, that was one of the things that I felt. And that was dealing with my housing. So I ended up I went from my mama to now I'm asking my sister for help. And I told my sister, I'm like, man, I don't think you should move to Atlanta without me, man. It's some stuff that goes on in that city, man, you can't see. But she said she's independent enough and she could take it. So when she came to Atlanta, I had built up a little clientele on campus. I ended up getting hurt on campus right before summer start. That was an extreme amount of hate and jealousy. So, I think what I was trying to say in my top five was you can't avoid bad people in Atlanta, bro. Get that out of your mind when you come here that you're just gonna be surrounded by. But it's more bad people here than good people. Just know that it's okay. You know what I mean? So the reason I'm telling you this, because once you get out of your parents' house and your sister house and your schoolmates and all that stuff, you deal with the real world. Some people are into things like me. I'm into business. You have like sharks. They always describe the businessman. Oh, he a shark or he a wolf. These things can have a negative connotation in so many people's mouths. They'll never say, "Oh, he's a good businessman," especially you, dark skinned person. Just get that out of your, just get that out of your vocabulary in your mind. That people want to appreciate you more because you're dark skinned. They actually want to hate on you more because you're dark skinned. So the analogy is, if you're a shark. Oh, this is what I want to talk about. So my very last chance at this, I'm like, man, I'm gonna start my own business so I can get in my condo and I can just cut hair out my condo and do all my little business out the condo. That's when I realized, like, hey man, I don't think people like me like that. I don't think people like me like that. Cause once I started my business up, they were like, man, and I'm gonna tell you why. Once I started my business up, I was back on my feet again. My old mentor, the guy that showed me the ropes, Big Mike, he allowed me to get my job back. I had my job back, you know what I'm saying? You know, I got a little money. My mom helped me put some money in my pocket. I got like $10,000 in my pocket. And when I came back to Atlanta, bro, these folks tried their best, not tried their best. They did everything in their power. When I say fee after fee after fee, taking money out of my pocket. I paid Big Mike. I should have just quit that job. I told myself I give Big Mike a month. I'll get a barbershop a month. I'm gonna try to help Big Mike out. I ain't made no money in that month time. I paid that man out of my pocket, and my booth rent was $250 a week, and I still pay him booth rent. I should have complained. That's something I didn't know, that all the school of people. Oh yeah, I didn't finish the shark annihilation, but I'm gonna go to it. But I'm gonna stay right here. But I'm gonna remind y'all. So instead of me complaining, I just try to go out in the world because I already had my business set up where I could just work in the barbershop, pay my rent at the barbershop, and pay my rest of my rent at the crib, like I did before I started working there. Oh, and you heard what I said, right? I had the money to do it. So when I went through all of that, I'm like, man, I just lost all my bread within 3 to 4 months. I just paid Big Mike $1,000 for no client. I did pay another $1,000 for a room that was in a bando shack, thanks to this gritty ass white boy. That's $2,000 gone. I done bought hella barber equipment. That's gone. And everywhere I'm going, I'm keep getting hit with fees. So eventually I just fell off. Fell all the way out here right bottom. So when I say that is the majority of Atlanta, that's when you start seeing all the people in Atlanta. You see all the local people. All these niggas, granddads and parents. You know, I don't even think it's their parents and their grandparents, bro. But a lot of these folks are bums. That's when you see it. I didn't see him on Clark. I didn't see him when I first had my first apartment down here. I just fell off with that first apartment because me and my mom couldn't handle the rent no more. I couldn't find no opportunity. It was in the middle of like a recession. Then I came back. When I came back, I came back through Clark, and Clark just threw all my credits away. So man, I got to start over as a freshman. So I'm like, who are these people that fight me like that? It seemed like a conspiracy. Like, damn, these folks must have been watching me since I was a kid. These people who fight me, they knew about me since I was a little child. So that's one of the things. All right, the school, that what lead up to this. So while I was homeless, bro, for a little like a month or two, I was homeless on purpose. I was like, man, I can't stay where I was staying. Cause dude put me in this trap house looking place. Now I rap about it. I know he hated it. Cause I was living like fine living, like I was living nice. I couldn't really rap about none of that stuff because it was nice. But once he put me in that bando like situation, guess what? Nigga, I can rap it now, nigga. That didn't hurt my image at all. That trying to make me look like a bum, put me in the shack. That ain't hurt my image. You know what I'm saying? Everybody think the girls, I'm doing it to impress girls. You gotta understand something. We talking about that too, bro. That I didn't care about that. It helped the image as far as like being in the trenches. Like I'm in the thick of this trench. Everybody can't live like this. And I just paid that man $1,000 to live in a bando. So, once I was like, man, fuck, I ain't gonna give you no thousand. I ain't getting nobody no $1,000 again to live in no bando. I told myself that I ain't getting nobody else no $1,000. So towards the end of that year, bro, my first year in business, I hit rock bottom in business. They thought that was gonna be enough to make my business go away. A lot of people did. So I was homeless and I was going to this church. And while I was at this church, the church was in a raggedy parking lot behind the flight school and the software engineering school. The building built up now. It been since 2018. But when I first went over there, the only thing that was really, really dope about that parking lot was the aquarium. They sold fish in that space, and I think they did so good on selling fish. They don't have to like because they had very exotic fish. So when I went on that tour, I went on a tour at the fish store. When I went on the tour, I saw sharks. They had actual sharks. They sell sharks in Atlanta. So I'm like, man, I could be one of the first young dudes in Atlanta with a shark in his house. I still probably can do that because I know they sell those here. But he was telling me like, hey, that shark he got to be by himself. He's gonna grow, but he's got to stay in this particular tub right here so he can be able to stay that size in the aquarium. And they gotta have a certain amount of food, and he gotta have a certain amount of space. I was like, cool, he gonna stay that size. But he was kind of big. He was probably like 10, 10 inches. You know what I mean? 10-inch shark. That's not small. He wasn't 2 feet. And you could definitely tell a 2 feet shark. He wasn't 2 feet. But he had another aquarium or fish tank, and it had like 20 little fishes in it. And he said these fish right here are so aggressive that you cannot put no other fish in that pool in this little tight little thing with them. They would just gulp them up. Any fish that's his size or smaller, he's gonna chew it. And I said, man, he said this fish is so aggressive that even that shark is going to get bullied by these little fish. So you can't just place the shark in there because once that shark start feeling that pressure from those fish, guess what he's going to do? He's going to start picking them off. He a bigger fish. He just going to go them up. Boop, bloop, boop, bloop, bloop, bloop. It's like 20, 30 of them motherfuckers, but they aggressive. And that's where I start seeing Atlanta doing that little phase. People don't know that about me. They were like, "Oh, he's going crazy. He's going crazy out there in a this gonna sound crazy, y'all. I was spending the night in a graveyard, and the reason I was spending the night in a graveyard is because I wanted it to go with my image as an artist. You know what I'm saying? The graveyard plays a major key point in my culture. You know what I'm saying? A lot of black people will tell you that it don't, but they're lying. They lying. It plays key in a lot of other cultures. It play key in the Spanish culture. It play key in the African culture. It plays key in yeah, I think it play key in the European culture too, cause they deal with history. So that's just like studying dead people, bro. The dead is something that you must always respect. We only promise two things on this planet: life and death. So while I was in that graveyard, bro, you know, I'm military. So I'm like, I'm noticing all these military vets and these black people. And we in the middle of Chamblee, Georgia. Everything around us is fucking getting built up. It was, if you go to that graveyard today, it's some condos behind it. Back then, it was no condos over there. You could just cut through the path. It was some old Mexican projects beside it and this little child daycare. A lot of that stuff just been bought up and built up in that area. But they can't touch that property because it is a funeral, or not a funeral, but a grave site. And if I'm not mistaken, grave site are properties that are like government protected, like they saints. Nobody can touch this property. You can't buy. It always is owned by the church. But these folks that follow me around, they so clever. I think they went and bought that church because the old man that was over it, he no longer go over there. Some white people go over there, but nobody buried in that graveyard is white. Everybody in that graveyard is black. So I'm gonna hang out in here at night because they can't tell me to leave the area. And let me figure out how I'm gonna like get my life together, bro. because I'm fighting hard for my business right now, and so I end up going over there. So you gotta always remember that that's how people gonna look at you in Atlanta. So that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to live in Atlanta, and that took 20 minutes. Number two, number two, what was number one? Oh, the people here. The people here will drive you fucking nuts. Number two, let's make it like about material. Um, what I said I was gonna do. See, that's why I write stuff down. I think about it premature, then I go to my phone and write it down. That's why I'm gonna use this as a reference and probably come back and put it out. Um, Number two is because I touch a lot in that situation about being a part of like the minority in Atlanta versus the majority. Majority of people in Atlanta is under $60,000. Majority. Just get that in your head. Majority of people. So the number two reason why I want to leave Atlanta is um for some odd reason I'm becoming forgetful, bro. I just had all this at the tip of my tongue. I know I talked about it last night. Um, I would say housing. The housing in Atlanta. Some people say the housing because I did the rates from the bigger city to down here. The reason I say housing in Atlanta is bad, or a reason I want to leave, is because it's too attainable by the bums. Like any homeless person can find out where you live at in Atlanta. If you live in Buckhead, a homeless person gonna know where you stay. If you live in DeKalb, a homeless person can find out where you stay. If you live in Clayco, Cobb, Gwinnett, shit, North Springs, a homeless person can find out where you stay. So it's one of the biggest no-nos. Everybody know where you stay at in Atlanta. You can't hide from the people in Atlanta. I told you, majority of the people in Atlanta is under $60,000, and some of these people not even making $10,000 a damn year. We're talking about a yearly budget, and I was touching 10,000 a piece when I first opened my business. So I do consider myself blessed. It's gonna be times in business where you just hit rock bottom. You know what I'm saying? And I done hit rock bottom like twice. So housing. People will find out where you stay. They will make your housing situation horrible, bro. And like I said, I think I was being followed when I came back to Clark. Somebody had it out for me when I came back to Clark. But I'm gonna tell you what it was. When I was 19, I ain't gonna tell my age no more. When I first moved into my very first apartment, I lived off what we call Flowers Road. Flowers Road is off of what is that? It's out there in Tucker. I don't remember. It's a very like unforgettable name though. It's near the Target in Tucker. It's a Target in Tucker, and it's like it's a Publix, it's a mall, North Lake Mall. It was in that area. I was by the North Lake Mall, right? And when I came down here, bro, I was telling everybody about my businesses. I'm like, man, I'm trying to get that business going, man. Can you help me? What's up, bro? Da, 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 da. Like, man, that man here, man, he don't seem right. Who this country dude is? Da, 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 da. I'm like, man, I'm handsome. I'm dark skinned. I got curly hair. My hair is nice. I just gotta get it retwisted. I supposedly got it retwisted and another haircut, but they stole my phone. The homeless people in Atlanta is fucking nuts. They cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, bro. And they just don't stop. So I'm telling these dudes all my business plans. And then I can kind of bring it all together with this because it's been like 25 minutes. Bro, I read this book called 48 Laws of Power. I read it before the second time I came back to Atlanta. I said, man, it book evil. I said, man, it book evil as hell, man. But one thing that stood out about this book, the book said, just because you don't believe people act like that, it doesn't mean people don't think like that. And when I came back to Atlanta after reading that dang old book, I saw it everywhere. So I said, I'm gonna do everything different. I put together a little crew, and I started going to Clark. That was my customers. Them my homeboys. We hung out together. You know, they probably don't want to hang out with me like that no more, cause you know I don't drink like that. It's not college. But they had a quote in there. Just because you don't think people want power doesn't mean they don't want it. The homeless people in Atlanta, because they're in the majority, they feel like that is a form of power. We outnumber you. We got more power than you. Man, you're just in the majority, bro. You're in the majority of Atlanta. I'm not. I'm in the elite. I'm not in a odd column in Atlanta. I'm in the elite class of Atlanta. And every time we show money, we go to jail. Got nowhere to stay. Like we got nowhere to like what basically what they say, lay low, get out of Dodge. We got nowhere to go. You gotta move. Bruh, if I knew when I came back to Big Mike shop that I shouldn't have stayed in the city, I would have did it. I would have moved way goddamn to Augusta. I would have moved somewhere near Augusta, bro. I'm talking about that's an hour and 40 minutes from goddamn Clayco. I would have moved to Augusta, Georgia, my boy. Parked my car at the airport and rode that motherfucking train to my job every day. Before I would have stayed 10 minutes down the street from my dang on job. Cause why? The majority people in Atlanta are bums. And they want to mess your life up and make you a part of the majority like everybody else. And then the crazy part about it is they think they above you. I'm older than you. I'm above you. That's what they gonna say, bro. I'm older than you. I'm above you. You supposed to bow down to me. I'm older than you. I the one gave you that opportunity. I'm above you. And they're like, bro, he did shit for me, my boy. That church you keep bragging about homeless people be going to. Homeless people weren't going to that church before me. When I used to go to that church, it wasn't hardly no homeless people, bro. It used to be a little door before they built that little sunroom. You walk in that door and it used to be just food in there. You go in there down there all day long for your food. But because so many people started piling in that place, they had to add order to it. I used to go over there, hang out at the park, hang out at the library, and then go back to that grave site. And at night, I would just brainstorm. It was the one place where black people wasn't going, and it was the one place where black people what you would call black people were all right, black people, what we own in that area. So I wouldn't be on nobody property trespassing, and that made the police furious. So now, number one, you see how much this stuff weighs? 30 minutes in, bro. It's weighing heavy. So, number one, the people in Atlanta, bro, will drive you from this city. Number two, housing. You don't have nowhere safe to live in Atlanta if you become successful. Get out of their city. The majority will win. They will figure out ways to win. They will start their game all over and over and over till they figure out a way to stop you from living high above them. They don't want you in the what we call elite. They want you in the majority. And people will be mad at you because they don't understand why you don't want to hang out with them because they in the majority. So that's reason number two. Number three, um, number three, third reason I want to leave Atlanta, dating. I said I was gonna talk about this. Dating in Atlanta is the most frustrating thing. You have to put like lime on your temple. And if that don't work, you need to go get you some leaves. I think they call thyme or whatever they call them leaves, and you need to rub them things on your temple. And if that don't work, you need to go burn you some sage, bro, and just lay in your motherfucking bed, swirling sage around your house, and get all these people out your energy. Cause, bro, everybody and they mama act like they know you in Atlanta, bro. Dating wise, not just social. Like, hey, what's up? No, I want to sleep with you. The date in Atlanta is horrible, bro. All right, so the number one thing you got to realize about dating in Atlanta, if you're married coming here, you might want to not live in the city of Atlanta. You like, oh, these some nice condos, these some nice high rises. Yeah, but the people that living in there, you might want to check them out before you move in. Because you don't know, you might be competing with your neighbors about your wife. And to the ladies, you may not know you might be competing with your husband, with another man about your husband. Like, man, Mike, why you say that? That's kind of confusing. You're dissing? No, I'm not dissing. This is the reality of Atlanta, bro. So, say you dating this guy. He's a good looking dude. And when I mean good looking, meaning he got his life together good looking. It's not a physical feature thing. It's like an all together thing. And he's a good looking person. So they wondering, how did you get with this good looking person? How you get with a person that look that good, like together like that? How do you get with that good looking person? He's not a part of the majority. Majority of people in Atlanta are under $60,000. The rent in those condos and high rises is like $3,000-4,000 a month. That's 48,000, 36,000 a year. You gotta be making 60 plus. So they trying to figure out how you get with this good looking person. And some people so used to it in Atlanta, they know you a good looking person. They don't want to date you. So you can't be mad that, oh, you don't think that you come to Atlanta, you just gonna be so sexy because you living in a high rise. Some people like, man, I don't want none of that smoke coming with you. It's gonna be some fire coming with you, my boy. People gonna fight me over you, bro. And it ain't gonna be just girls. The dating scene in Atlanta is bad. That's like my third top reason, bro. I don't want to dwell on it because I don't like them folk like that. I don't want them following me around and they follow you around. It's hard to dodge their ass. That's why I said the living situation in Atlanta is very horrible because people will stalk you till they find out where you stay. I can have a condo right up the street, but if I go to that condo same time every day, I get off work, I go to that condo same time every day. Everybody and they mama gonna know where I stay at. And it's like that in Atlanta, shorty. So that's not safe. These people, bro, the way you hear them talking is not safe. So you gotta understand that everybody ain't gonna like you, but when they do like you, bro, the aggression on dating is crazy, bro. So once they find out where you stay, they may find out where you work. They find out where you work. You remember what happened to me with my business? Imagine you working for somebody and they try to do that to their business. What they gonna do to you all because you're in there? They gonna fire you, bro. You're gonna get fired. Man, bye. Man, you gotta get up out of here, my boy. You bringing, you bringing too much smoke to me. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because you'll think the elite people won't be trying to impress the majority. But I'm gonna tell you something. Being an elite is very lonely. It's very lonely on top, bro. And when you by yourself, guess what, bro? You're willing to put up with people and what they do just to have people that smile in your face. Sometimes, people don't understand what real loneliness is when you have absolute nobody smiling at you. You got all the money and power you can ever ask for. And your wife don't pay you attention. Your pets don't pay you attention. Even your kids don't pay you attention. When you go out in the world, you know, if you don't have nothing to really compete with, you just clocking in and clocking out. Boring. People can't talk about their life because it's boring. Ain't nobody been listening to that. Ain't nobody been gossip about their life. Yeah, man. Jerome, man, that nigga ate a piece of salmon today on lunch break. He had a piece of salmon on lunch break. Man, like boring. So I think that's point number 3, relationship problems. And you cannot count out gays. Gay people in Atlanta is very aggressive, bro. They would tell your girlfriend you was having sex with another person and you ain't never touched or seen that person. Just so they can have a chance at dating you. It's not the point that they want to date you. They want that chance to date you. And they will force, man, I'd have been on extreme pussy droughts in Atlanta. Where I go a year, 6 months, no sex. Because it's gay people following me around telling hoes, oh, he did this and he did that. With no proof ever, bro. The timestamp don't even make sense. Like, bro, even when I was in jail, I had girlfriends that worked for the jail, right? So the police got so mad about us having, and this when I realized the police are even gay in Atlanta. It's that bad, bro. You cannot say nothing about gay people, bro. They even are in law enforcement. So we was having little girlfriends on the motherfucking job. They can't have that. That's illegal, right? But they don't talk to you. They don't give you their phone number. They don't do all But you know this your girl because you been socializing with women your whole life. Like that my girl right there. Why she gonna look out for me with this, that. She gonna do this for me. Oh yeah, that's my girl. Those men, those police officers, they get a hint of that going on. They gonna break y'all up. They gonna put that girl on the other side of the motherfucking jailhouse. But why this man lying, saying he been with you, because that's what they see all day going on in them pods in jail. That's when they first start hitting me with the gay rumor. They couldn't say it before that. All because I went around my bum ass cousin Wiley. And he tried to come to Atlanta and sit down like he one of the elites in Atlanta. Nigga, you ain't one of the elites in Atlanta, bro. You ain't never hit rock bottom and came back up. Nigga, I don't gotta call you on your job. I don't gotta motherfucker harass your old lady. I don't gotta find out who your friends is. I don't gotta call your parents. Nigga, you not part of the elites cause I ain't doing none of that to find out who you is. You're not part of the elites. You're looking at majority of people. The elites are selected people that are doing selected things. That what makes them elite. So I took the charge. I said, man, you know what? I'll take a charge. I'll beat it. You know what I'm saying? Let's figure out a way to beat the charge. And it was looking grim at first. It was like, shit, you might not beat that little charge. You might do some time. But you know, as long as if your parents kept your motherfucking business afloat, when you get out, you'll have your own business. Look at these girls. They cute. That's why look, a dude popped right up, homeless man. I told you they majority, bro. How they be doing that shit, I don't know. Bum ass dude. But look at them girls. They cute. But so that's really how it is in Atlanta, bro. It's you just seen what I just said, India. That's what dating is like in Atlanta. The cop blocking does not stop, and people go to extreme measures to cop block. So just get used to it. If you bring your wife down here, you better be very solidified in your relationship, my boy. Because you think women gonna be trying to come after you and break you up with your woman, man. It ain't just the women, bro. It's men down here that's gonna tear your wife ears off with lies. And if you a vulnerable man, a weak man, guess what? Your relationship doomed. It ain't gonna work. Now that that man weak, the woman she might buckle a little bit. Ah man, I just slipped up and cheated on you. I was insecure. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be such an alpha male in Atlanta, like girl, I ain't putting up with none of your shit. And you give me any type of little sign of you doing anything to disrespect me, bro. I'm gonna go find a woman 10 times finer than you. You gotta let every woman know that in this city, bro. That's the only way you gonna gain that respect back. I do it every time. Every time. A little girl try to disrespect me. Oh, little girl. I ain't supposed to be dating you no way. How I get up in your bed? How you manipulate me in your bed? How you manipulated me to let you in my bed? Girl, I'd have been on 6 months, a year drought, getting my stuff out the mud to be a part of elites. Now, how did you do that? By just getting in my bed like that. You can't just sleep with no man like me. Not nobody else. How many dudes you met like me and you slept with them? I'm not part of the majority, shorty. I can't keep no damn job. So protect your relationship. That's one of the third reason why I want to leave Atlanta. Fourth, a lot of people gonna complain about this, but actually I feel like this is a positive about Atlanta. but it is a negative. Driving. Driving in Atlanta is horrible. Why would you say that, young nigga? Number one, this, like I told you, in my opinion, driving in Atlanta is a plus. It's not like other cities, but it is a plus. So I'm gonna give you the negative view on it in a situation. So I had an ex. Remember, I was just telling you, you be like, man, I get this girl in my bed. How this woman get in my bed? How she get in my situation? How did she? How did she make it this far and just slept with a person like me when I should have been extra guarded? So I was dealing with this girl, and I really wanted a relationship. I was just out of jail. I was dating strippers, and the reason I was dating strippers is because those were the only girls I could meet. I was living a very workaholic lifestyle. I'm like, man, I don't got time to go out. I'm gonna go to the strip club. When I go to the club, I meet these girls. They want to get drunk, and I don't know them like that. And then they like, man, I met this guy at the club. I'm not gonna take him serious. But see, the strippers, and because of my background and lifestyle as an artist and how busy I be, they can relate. You know what I'm saying? It's just a relatable thing. It's not dealing with nothing else. It's not dealing with charm. It's not dealing with sex. It's not dealing with nothing else but the simple fact that we honestly can't relate to each other. We have free days, free time every day. But guess what? We cannot just blow it because why? The type of fast lifestyle that we live. Only a stripper girl that she's making more than $60,000 a year, bro. And she don't clock in other than going to that club. You see what I'm saying? Versus somebody who don't make $50,000, $60,000 a year, and they clock in every day, and they spend 8 to 10 hours at a location, where this person only spend probably 3, 4, 6 hours max at a location. They go in probably 4, 5 times a week. You going in every day for 5 days straight, doing 40 to 50 hours a week. I know the difference because I lived that life versus being able to. It's 11:30 right now a.m. on a Saturday morning, and I didn't clock in nowhere this whole week. You know what I mean? And by the end of this month, I probably generate a certain amount of money. It's just the way it is. And so I was dating strippers out of relatability. I'm like, man, I'm trying to keep my business afloat. Every time I make some money, man, I'm spending all my money on my business. I ain't getting no sex. I ain't getting no life. I ain't getting no love. I'm being lied on and ridiculed and chased around by the gays, by the ex-cons. Like, what's going on in Atlanta? The day scene is horrible. So I end up putting this girl in my house. I was like, I'm gonna give this girl a chance. I'm gonna go back to the regular lifestyle. I'm gonna go to work, get me a job, end up working at the job. I meet her at the job, be kicking it. Da da da. I think this girl like to work. Then she realized the type of dude she was dating. She was like, "Oh, I can get a lot out of this situation." Yeah, but this ain't a situation you want to play with, girl. You're dating an elite guy. So I used to go pick this girl up when I got off. I used to get off at 3:30, and I drop her off in the morning at 5. And the reason this thing became a problem because I ended up getting this job. We ended up both losing our job. The time for it ended. It ended like in December, January. We both lost our job. So I ended up getting another job. I got a job at this moving company. He said it's gonna pick up around March and you're gonna start making more money. I said, cool. So the whole time between January and February, we having the best relationship ever. Cause I ain't going to work 3, 4 days, and I'm making like $400, $500 on my check. But I'm getting tipped every time I go out like $100, so I'm making like $800 a week. I'm like, I'm doing good. You know what I'm saying? Like we moving. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little brawly now. You know what I'm saying? But I was just coming home from jail. I was a little skinnier, a little lighter. You know what I mean? So I'm like, let me go and pack my. You know what I'm saying? Let's go and work and really finesse because I got to go a little bit harder because I don't look like I move furniture. You know what I'm saying? I'm skinny, so I got to make my tip at the end of the day. So I'm doing that. So we working. I'm working like 3, 4 days a week, making like $800. I love that schedule, right? Perfect. We hanging out every day. Now this way it got tricky. Those people at my job tried to break us up, and I think it was my manager, the fat motherfucker with the dreads, or the kind of mid-sized fat motherfucker with the short dreads. One of them goofy ass dudes tried to bring me up, or it was the little white boy who was quiet and playing innocent the whole time. I don't know. But when they put me on the commission side of the job, my hours went from 7 in the morning to down to 7 and 8 o'clock at night, bro. And I started making less and less money, bro. How I supposed to explain that to that girl? So they were like, what they got to do with traveling, bro? I should have broke up with her. I should have broke up with the shorty, man, because I had to, like, I stayed South Fulton. I stayed in East Point. She stayed in Clayco. But Clayco, right down the street from the motherfucking airport, it's like 20 minutes. Like, that's a 20-minute ride every morning. 20 minutes there, 20 minutes back. Yeah, that ain't bad, right? Yeah, that ain't bad. But what's bad about it is when I get off 8, 9 o'clock at night to where she at, I'm picking her up and I gotta drop her back off at 5 in the morning to get back to my job at 7 o'clock. And during that whole time, she was mad because we wasn't spending enough time together. Like I ain't care about her enough. I'm like, man, I could easily quit this fucking job, but there's a lot coming with quitting that job, shorty. I just went through so much about my business. I done hit rock bottom before, shorty. You ain't never hit rock bottom before. When you hit rock, tell me your rock bottom and let me hear it was a rock bottom. It don't even sound like no rock bottom. You went to stay with your mama. That ain't no rock bottom. You got help. So this was my solution. And I'm gonna get off it because it's becoming a little personal or whatever. But this is my solution, bro. Man, I should have just stopped dating her altogether and made her go get her own car because she didn't realize the damage she was putting on my car. I was driving way to Clayco back to Peachtree Corners. If you know anything about Atlanta, that is very far. That's like going to a connect to my job and then back to East Point. That little triangle from Clayco to East Point to Peachtree Corner was wearing the hell out of my damn car. And every day, oh, we gonna break up and you gonna come get me. I don't wanna be here. I gotta take care of somebody else's kids. God damn. While I'm dealing with ghetto Barbie. While I'm dealing with ghetto Barbie, man. Them little long legs. The little skinny little body. Why I gotta deal with ghetto Barbie, man? I might as well deal with them thick girls my age. Cause good old Barbie ain't worth it right now. She tearing the hell out my damn car. And a part of that solution was when I stayed in East Point. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know anything about East Point. East Point is ways to get to East Point, but the clear shot for me to get to East Point was Oakland City. That's back in my area in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh on the other side of Oakland City. So man, we go to Oakland City train. I could have parked there every day and caught the train all the way to Peachtree Corner for $3. They were like, man, Mike, why you complaining, man? You just could have just went and got your car fixed. That was the problem. You gonna have car problems in Atlanta, man. It's the traffic. People don't want to do their job. These niggas working at Walmart and shit, they part of the majority, man. You get to these oil spots, man, these oil places, man, you gotta ask my ex. I had to get on the phone with her when I pull up and start talking to them so they won't think I'm by myself to act like they can't do no service on my car. She know the car needs service. They'll say, oh man, your car straight, bro. Man, hey, I don't think nothing wrong. We checked it. You good to go. Car still. What the fuck? Now, all the people that did that shit, they call sound just like that outside. Because y'all let them type of people be a part of the majority. Y'all thought that shit was funny, and now it's not. Cause man, I was going to Hyundai. The car I had was a Hyundai Sonata. I told my pops, I said, Pops, I don't want no car, I want a bike. You know what I'm saying? All I need you to do is co-sign on the bike. And man, it's gonna rain, bro. You going into winter, man. Why you want a bike in the wintertime? I'm like, Dad, I don't leave the house like that. Man, I don't trust that type of job. Yeah, you don't know business, man. You're not an elite. Man, you went to the government. We in two different industries, my boy. Nigga, you tell me something about e-commerce, government official. You sell products. So I'm like, man, my dad don't know what the fuck he talking about. Nigga, I'm gonna be sitting at the house. The only time I want to leave the house when it's not raining. It's sunny as hell. That's when I'm gonna leave the house. Man, you need a car, you need a roof over your head. Man, I don't want that shit, man. But I had to learn who my dad was. So when I learned who my dad was the type of person, he had his mindset out on what he wanted to give his kids. And then he was gonna cut us off. I didn't know that, man. I wouldn't have took that shit. I mean, I don't need your help like that, bro. I could have went and got my damn bike and had fun. You interrupted my fun. You interrupted my fun, my boy. You made me have a responsibility when I wanted to just have fun. That eliminated a lot of girls from dealing with me. That nigga ride that dang on bike. I don't want to get on that bike with that nigga. That nigga dangerous. Oh, I gotta get on the bike with my boyfriend. We might crash. Now, I know a hella shit about them bikes, baby. I've been riding dirt bikes since I was like 7th, 8th grade. I've been riding motorcycles since I was like 15. I'm a bike guy. So when I realized you cannot fix your car in Atlanta the way you supposed to, and if you gotta make those commute every day, it wears the hell out of your car, and you have to deal with so many other people in Atlanta, which is the majority. That traffic is horrible. Now you see why people complain about it. So yes, you got resources, you got housing, you got people or relationships, and then the fourth bad thing make you want to leave is traffic. Fifth, it's been an hour, y'all. Y'all hanging in there. This all gonna be on my YouTube. I might just drop this YouTube because I'm feeling good about it. Fifth one, drill the fashion in Atlanta. Atlanta trends on fashion. Atlanta is the trendsetter of the world. I believe it. Everybody in Atlanta believes it. Now, I think places like LA and New York is what we call staples. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they got the Staples Center out there in LA. I think they just pin shit to like reality. LA, New York is a pin or a staple to reality on fashion. If it hit LA and it sticks, it's gonna stick. If it hits New York and it sticks, it's gonna stick. But as far as trends, Atlanta is going to make a trend. You can't not say Atlanta ain't not gonna make that trend, bro. What that necklace is? This is for my cane Corso. I plan on getting me a bodyguard dog. This is for my cane Corso. I've been wearing like a necklace. You see how I bulked up? It shows out how much I bulked up. Cause this is not light. This right here is probably like 12 to 15 pounds. This little short little chain. And I'm gonna put it on my puppy so he can bulk up. I wore this for like probably like last 2, 3 days. I done seen some about 2, 3 people with that chain on this week. Why Atlanta like that? Do not know. Don't know. You cannot take fashion personal in Atlanta. You cannot take copycats personal in Atlanta. It is a negative thing, bro. To see somebody fight you about your clothes, call the police on you about your clothes. Say you a drug dealer because you're not going through what the majority is going through about your clothes. They count your pockets about your clothes. It is a negative in Atlanta. That's why I want to go to other cities where maybe I can dress the way I want to dress, especially by me being a vlogger now. It's something that I didn't do the first time was commit to vlogging my life. But because I have a YouTube channel, make sure y'all hit like, comment, and subscribe. I didn't say that in an hour. But this is the fifth and final reason why I say I don't like Atlanta. People will copy the hell out of you. And it's so bad that people will not only copy you, they will get rid of you and become you. They will get rid of you and become that artist that you are. They will get rid of you and become that entrepreneur that you are. They will get rid of you and become that cook that you are. They will get rid of you and get rid of all the things that you are. And the whole time, copy everything you did. Get used to it, bro. This is Atlanta, bro. It's trendy. That's why you see, like, bro, if you would have seen how I dressed pre-jail, I just went to jail like last month on the 7th. I'm gonna call the courthouse and try to make sure I don't miss my court date. But bro, look how I dressed from like literally 1 month ago to right now, bro. These my same Dickie pants. They are sun bleached. They are sun bleached. You know why? I refuse to go around there and focus on getting fresh. tell. Look, the black versus this black. And at one time, my shit was crispy black. Crispy black. You cannot do nothing in Atlanta, bro. And that shit catch trend, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that y'all know that I'm gonna try to put all my information in the bio. I might actually be moving very, 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 very soon. If not this weekend, it might be next weekend. I don't have nothing in Atlanta that holds me here. There's nothing about Atlanta that make me want to like stay. As of right now, I'm in Atlanta based off of somebody did something to my family and I didn't like it. It's not a good enough reason to plant roots here. It's not a good enough reason to stay. You know, I read the 48 Laws of Power, and this is one of those times that I have to use this law. It says that it's better for people to say, "Where have you been?" than "I'm tired of seeing this guy." And that's why I said about that fashion. See, if I go back and start back in fresh, start back cutting my hair, how many people did that actually offend? Instead of saying, "Look at Mike got his stuff back together." It offended people, bro. I went to jail off intimidation. I'm like, man, oh hell no, man. I'm finna get me a guard dog. Look at that girl, she pretty. I went into jail off intimidation because why? All these beautiful girls start coming around when they saw me clean up. And them gay dudes got so offended that I wasn't talking to them and I was charging them $100 to come to my show. They was so offended by it that they just lied. And the police, I told the police gay. The police gay. They were mad. Everybody offended by the ticket. God away, keeping that weird shit away from me. And get your weird ass on. Ask them girls that I charged them $100 for them tickets. I told them the price of the tickets and tell people the price, but I told them I was gonna give them free tickets. Nigga, you said you like me that much that you ready to destroy my relationship, nigga. Buy it. Buy the ticket. Why you coming around me, bro? I don't get down like that. Buy the ticket. It's better for them to be like, man, Mike, where you been at? Because I'm just over the tired shit. Like, bro, I'm over that shit, bro. Shit weird, man. Like, nigga, you don't find it weird? Nigga, I do. So I think that's why I want to leave. I'm not gonna drop my location. Then I'm gonna leave. Oh, I got some homeboys down here. Do I want to tell this part? He might watch it. He might hear about it. I'm thinking I'm gonna talk to him like, look, bro. I think we both need to head out the city this time. I need to get a couple of my homeboys to head out with me, or I could do it by myself. I've been doing it by myself the whole time, and that's why I was like, I ain't with none of that soft. I'm finna go get my motherfucking cane Corso. You see the chain? The chain here. Look at my chain. Now look at my dog chain. I'm telling you, this thing is weighted, my boy. He's gonna be a big dog. And you know, this will help. You know, the police, they did every charge I caught supposed to be a violent charge. Like, bro, what do I gotta do to protect me from my business? Move away. Get out of the city, man. Move away. Get out of this shit, man. This not your city, nigga. You are not a part of. You need to go to a city where you are a part of the majority. Where do majority of elite people stay? They stay in elite cities. Get out of their city, bro. And if I'm feeling like my homeboy not down with that, be like, hey man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I gotta move around, gang. Cause it ain't gonna work. I done been dragged down too much, nigga, from the projects. And when that old project mentality, it doesn't work in business at all. That's why my dad didn't want to trust me. Like, why you want to get a bite, man? I don't trust that, man. You messing with my fun, nigga. I could take a bite to Miami right now, bro. If I had my bike, they probably call me $100 to get to Miami. Anytime I feel like I don't want to sit nowhere, I could just hop on my bike and slide the fuck off. It's low maintenance. Why I want to be in this big ass car? Nigga, I sleep under the stars, homeboy. You ain't never been there. You ain't never hit rock bottom, dad. You always had a cushion. You ain't never left mama house. You ain't never left granny house, bro. Start acting like you just more solid than me, man. You ain't left granny house. I love grandma. I love grandma the way she protect you. You at her house. Nigga, I slept under the stars by granny. You know that. Slept under the stars by grandma. She know. Imagine it. You be right side in these bushes. They like, oh, you talking shit. You learn to do that. Because people don't believe shit stinks and shit. They like, well, yeah, that's just how it is. Being too nice, your head gonna get dry. It's a matter of time for they try your goofy ass. Just be cool with it. Or what? Or fight back. So the reason I said all of this to y'all, this is my second YouTube channel. This is my vlog. I would have been vlogging a lot more this week. A lot of stuff would have happened a little bit more faster. But some kind of way I misplaced my phone. And because I sleep under the stars at night, and I can't tell people where I stay because majority of the people in this city are under the $60,000 a year mark. And a lot less people in the city is under the $100,000 a year mark. And I have a severe amount of competition. It's something when you have millionaires, people like, I'm a little jealous of that. So guess what? I've been joking them. Don't worry, I have my little jabs. I be like, man, hey, you wake up every day, you gotta dress like you an old person. Look, look at the police. You dress up every day looking like you a 1967 Clark. Why you don't look like you in the army, nigga? Why you don't look like us? We look like expert military. You look like a motherfucking 70s cop. Where your badge at, nigga? Oh, you ready to shoot me now, huh? Yeah, you can't take a joke. Sensitive. You ain't good looking. You don't make enough money to be good looking. You gotta joke them back, bro. They ain't respect us. They don't like us. They said we was doing X, Y, Z. Not a. Oh, that. Oh, it's not funny for me to go to jail for absolutely no reason. Huh? Well, I like to laugh, and the joke is on you, buddy. Your ass look broke your foot with them big ass pants on. That ain't fashion. The new fashion is wide leg. It's not boot cut. You ain't keeping up with fashion. You ain't got no flare legs in your cop uniform. Oh, now y'all want to dress like us. Jealous. You see how it's just jokes? But that joke right there, oh, cause pressure on your life. I already got pressed. Like, I gotta go to court. Like, the fuck? And these folks watch me, man, every day. Believe in bombs. They honor, bro. Most people in Atlanta not making 60,000 a year. Where do you think homeless people are making? Be fucking for real, dog. And you got a good job, Mr. Officer. And you gonna let a homeless man make me call ACRB and put in complaints about harassment? You feel like you're being harassed by a cop? Yes, I do. I do. Because they joke on me and they can't take a joke back. They like, damn man, you go at the police like that. It ain't that personal, bro. It's just a joke. You should have been trying to impress them damn bums. It's okay for an entrepreneur to hit rock bottom. He just gotta know the steps to not make those mistakes again. Because on average, bro, most businesses don't last 3 years, no way. On average. My dad don't know that. Like, huh? My dad is in government, man. That man don't know business don't last more than 3 years. On average. That's why the stock market is such a dominant source in America. Cause those business is they in business lingo, they have made it to, if I'm not mistaken, S corp. It's one thing to have an LLC, but it's another one when you make it to S corp. And if I'm not mistaken, it might not even be S corp. It may be C corp. And if you made it to C corp or S corp, and I think it's S corp with a stock, people can buy stock within their company. When you're able to do that type of business where people can buy stock inside of your company, you are a very lucrative business. E-commerce. So sorry, Dad. You I don't know you trying to hate on me or put a rope on me, bro. But I ain't feeling you right now. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want that to come out while my granny going through what she going through. Cause granny told me she don't want to never hear me talk like that. Well, come on, grandma. I ain't want no car. I wanted to bike. I knew the traffic was horrible in Atlanta. I ain't want to deal with it. I'm an entrepreneur. I got another little job. I got another little job that'll keep me. I don't gotta go too far to do nothing. But now that I'm looking at it, I should have bought me a house. I should have got my house or my room way out from the city of Atlanta. I could live down here in the city. And that's why I'm like, maybe I need to move to like a more elite city where it's more elite people. You know what I'm saying? And they're more focused on being elite. Because they shouldn't be mad because they got dressed like they dad when they walk around. I don't want to dress like my dad. My dad worked on he worked in a factory. I don't want to walk around looking like I worked in a factory every day for fashion. I want to look like I just got done riding a skateboard. That's what I want to do. I told all the girls that they made me just break up with because they can't handle Atlanta pressure. I told them straight up, hey, I ride BMX. I broke my teeth. I ain't broke my teeth in no jail. You can't make a chip teeth like this with no punch. At least I don't think. I did that on a bike from the Migos. Migos construction house. Man, Migo, little young Migo came out. Hey, man, you okay? I like, hey man, call Emily. I said, hey man, call Emily, man. Damn, man. I'm laying out on the ground. I'm like, man, I'm not gonna get up to this ambulance call because, bro, I don't want to feel like I broke something. I know I didn't break nothing on this BMX bike, bro. And it was pre my dad giving me the car. I'm like, no way I broke something on this BMX bike, man. I'm bleeding. It's blood on the ground. Man, I feel like I'm skinned from head to toe, boy. I'm skinned from head to toe. And right now, I got a big old patch on my left knee from being scraped on the ground from that BMX accident. I got dark marks on my skin somewhere on my back. Like I got dark marks from flipping and getting scraped off that BMX and hit my face dead on the pavement. I'm telling you, bro, dude called the police he called the ambulance for me. Chambly ambulance came. Like, hey, you okay, buddy? He was like, you sure you want to go to the hospital? They're going to charge you. Like, man, I'm trying to get this motherfucking lawyer. I ain't supposed to be over here, man. I'm supposed to be I'm supposed to be over this charge. I'm trying to get this money for this lawyer. So and people got mad about that. Like, man, you finna be his charge. You get a nice lawyer. I'm like, shh. They lock me up. I go to another jail. And my mom, I get on the phone, tell my mom, she's like, boy, you got your letter in the mail. You got to go back to jail. I mean, you got a court date. I'm like, man, I'm in jail now. So, that's another reason why this main reason why you should leave. I want to leave Atlanta. Atlanta will make you seem way more bad luck than what you actually are. You can have absolutely no bad luck, but because you're in this static of situation or a cycle of situation dealing with the majority of the people that way they think that's here, it'll make you seem like you're a bad luck. I'm not bad luck, nigga. I don't have bad luck, nigga. I'm in business. And what I know is instructive. I had to follow instructions on how to do this. There is an instructor that taught me this. It's nothing. This has nothing to do with luck. You think it's luck because you don't see the work. How you get that lucky to get that? Oh, you got those clothes and that car. I'm like, man, Pops, I told you, man, that bike, I could have put that bike in my room. People won't even know where I was at. That's how crazy. That's how slick that would have been. I tell them like, man, nah, man, they go with the bike, man. I could pull that bike out and I could walk to my job. Now everybody want to ride bikes in the city now. I'm like, man, at one point in time, niggas was getting their head knocked off them thing, man. You couldn't ride by yourself. These folks in Atlanta can't drive. You gotta think about it. The Chinese women are here with their little cute self. They little cute self cannot drive. The little cute little Chinese women cannot drive, and they ain't the ones that bumping niggas off the road. It's niggas doing that. Nigga see you on the bike, he jealous. He'll bump you right off. Make you drive too fast, bump you right off. You gotta know how to ride them bikes. You gotta be riding so you live. Like faster don't mean better, nigga. Oh, maybe I could just outrun this person. Maybe you need to just stop that bike, man, and shoot. But But don't do that because people tell you I told you y'all just call the shine. Nah, nigga, don't do that. This is how though. That's how we was raised on rights. You need to slow all the way down and look. He gonna try his best to push you off. 9 times out of 10 though, that glass ain't even about this thin. That bullet go right through that. Bullet go right through that door. They'll start trying to knock you off of it. They start feeling them hot stingers. Alright, y'all. I'm just rambling. Make sure y'all hit like, share, and subscribe. My channel is for like, I don't know, like cocky geeks, I guess. I don't know. Women that like smart men with muscle. I don't know. Men that want to become alphas and giants. And I don't mean like alpha like a fraternity, but shout out to the fraternity brothers. There's some fraternities I don't think they like me no way. It is what it is. Because I'm supposed to be in something on the yard. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm not mad at nobody, man. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot to get to this spot in life. So, man, make sure y'all hit like, share, and subscribe. I gave y'all an hour and a half worth of content just sitting in the chair. Imagine what my week was like. Imagine if I had my phone and I was able to document my day-to-day. Trust me, my life is not beyond boring. It is very lit. That's one of the reasons why I want to stay in Atlanta because it keeps giving me content and I know the city. I know how to deal with the city. I hate to get to a new place and have to relearn things. But Atlanta listen to me, Atlanta does make me want to take a motherfucking break. Even if it takes, you know what I'm saying, me, like I said, going back to the 4-day lost power, it's better for them to say, where have you been? Than I'm tired of seeing you. And I feel like if I get fresh one more time, they gonna be like, man, I'm just tired of this nigga, man. They did me like that at my mom's house. Man, I'm tired of seeing it, cuz, man. I'm tired of seeing the nigga. This nigga don't never fall off. That's some cold shit in your own city tell you that. Like, that nigga don't never fall off. Tired of seeing that nigga look good. I ain't been back down there since. I still shout out 4-way. South side to the east. Nah, I don't go down there because I don't want to bother them folk. Now, when I got to my dad's house, I was gone for so long, even my enemies was embracing me. Like, nigga, we ain't seen your ass since you was young. What's up, nigga? That's when I realized that law of power is real. They been seeing me consistent for like 10 years down my mama house. Every time shit happened, man, I'm just go back to mom, dude. My mom was shocked. You want to go down your dad's house? Yeah, I need to go down there. I went down there and I figured some things out. I'm like, oh, this what that was. My, family business. Family be the worst one. But thank God my granny's alive. Thank God that my granddad alive. You know what I mean? Now my other grandmother and granddad, they passed away. You know, I'm gonna do things to remember them. You know, and man, people are just so manipulative. They try to make it seem like my emotions was one-sided, but I was kind of outcast. So they can eat all the benefits of what came with the family. And it's cool. I'm still gonna be able to do what I want to do in life. I just had to go through that fight when I came home about my business. But it made me such a sharp person and individual. So I'm thinking like, bro, I'm the type of person, man, I'm actually gonna have sharks in my career. Do I want a relationship? No. The fuck? I don't want a relationship with no nigga. Especially no nigga, cause I ain't gay. And now I don't even want a relationship with no girl. Especially no black woman, bro. It ain't that against a sister. I love sisters to death. I think they so beautiful. I just don't want to date you. It's just something I don't want to do right now. I don't want to date. I don't want to date nobody. Just respect it, man. Y'all can't have no relationship. Just accept it, man. Grow up. Tell me you want to date me, you be causing all these damn problems. Then I punch your ass, I gotta go to jail. I can't be no project nigga in 2024. I gotta grow up. Alright, y'all. Make sure y'all hit like, share, and subscribe. I'm gonna have content coming. If I decide to move, that's when I'm gonna put the tickets out about my show. I'm gonna talk to the judge and see what they say. If the judge say I can't move out of Atlanta, I gotta do probation. I'm gonna be like, look, bro, at this point, y'all just cuss on me. Give me flight privileges. You gotta give me flight privileges, man. Like, man, I can't. No. What do Georgia want from me? I feel like Tyrese when he was crying. What they fuck want, man? Yeah, like I own some. We tried to pay you taxes last year. We went to work. Yeah, they was. I ain't get no. I ain't get none of my income tax. I had like 5, 6 jobs. I ain't getting out one income tax. I ain't get my income tax this year or last year. I ain't get no income tax check back since I've been home, bro. Since 2019. And I probably had about 8, 9 jobs. And these people know I work 8, 9 jobs. I ain't got not one income tax. I ain't get one last year or this year. I've been this month. I would say this my like I've been in jail every year. This my man, I can't say when I had a full year of not going to jail. In jail every year. It's been my shortest term. Thanks to my judge. This judge, she does it. She seemed more, you know, level-headed than the judge that was out of Cobb. You know, but it's a white lady. She seemed dope as fuck. You know, they didn't want to just give me the charge. They said that if that really happened, what you said, we're gonna try to fight it. But I'm like, man, I gotta be the one to deal with the police. And then, man, I'm finna just start joking their head, man. Man, I'm finna start just joking on their head, man, cause this shit is ridiculous. I'm being targeted like that. All because I got a business. I ain't finna go in depth about that charge, man. I was supposed to be spend time with this girl, man. That when I was just like, these girls in Atlanta, they too weak. Man, get the man, ain't no such thing, no empress in Atlanta. You can't build no motherfucking multi-million-dollar empire, man, in Atlanta and find a wife and not black, especially not black. That shit dead here. I don't know how Dolph them did that shit. You gotta literally be in tune with your high school sweetheart. And ain't no such thing as high school sweethearts in Atlanta. I ain't seen not one of these little niggas said, I'm with my high school crush right now. These niggas is sucking gas out of damn bar, man. All right, y'all. Peace.